This may be the best content we've ever made.
No, there's no way this is the best content we've ever made. This is by far the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Duo here on Sir Android TV, here with Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Ryan, what is your favorite Sonic game?
Sonic 3 with Sonic and Knuckles.
Well, you're in luck because we're playing Sonic 2. You're going to be Sonic and I'm going to be Tails. How do we do this? Because you've played this way more than me.
Just making sure Sonic and Tails is selected, that's all that matters.
Okay.
And now, you can control him, but you have no control over where the screen focuses.
Okay.
So you're like immortal, and...
Uh-oh, I'm behind. Okay, my memories of this game are coming back.
Tails will catch up if you just get way too far behind, and otherwise you can kind of just control him off screen.
Alright.
Oh boy, Sonic 2.
Because I had played some of this game as a kid.
I recently bought it on the 3DS too, actually, so I have been playing it recently.
I've never actually played through it. I've only ever played as Tails. So here's me being Tails.
Yes, I was a younger brother as well, and that was a common thing when the older brother's on the Genesis, but what can you do? Now, are we going to try and get Chaos Emeralds?
Okay, so...
Or do we want to just plow through levels?
Tell me how to get Chaos Emeralds.
Well, what you gotta do is you gotta get 50 rings.
Yep.
And you go over this thing.
Okay.
I mean, there's many of them. Those are just checkpoints. But then a ring of stars will start going around it. When it does that, you can jump into, like, the special stage zone where you have to, like, run through what basically looks like a water slide. And if you get enough rings... Oh, we can go through it right now. You know what? It's difficult, and I'm not very good at it. I can get this one, but let's not try and get all 7. Let's just get this one.
Alright.
But this is how you get the Chaos Emeralds. I don't believe it has any bearing over whether or not you play as Super Sonic, because I think that was just a cheat code. Like, you had to input something, and then you could play as him whenever. But I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just how my brother always did it. He'd just insert the cheat code, and play as Super Sonic and have a good time. But yeah, here you just collect rings, and if you continually get the amount of rings they tell you to, at the end you get your Chaos Emerald.
Right, alright.
And in the harder levels, they're a little harder to keep track of, and there are bombs, which will take rings away from you. This was some of the most frustrating part of gaming in my childhood. Like, you don't understand. Because as a kid, I found this especially hard, especially with this weird 3D, not 3D.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, like, the depth of this right now.
It's awful. Yeah, getting all the rings. Definitely not the most exciting part of Sonic 2.
So, you grew up playing a lot of Sonic.
Oh, as a kid, I liked Sonic a lot more than Mario, although I did have Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. And I played them a lot. Sonic was cool, and he had attitude, and if you left him stand there, he'd tap his foot impatiently.
So I never had a Genesis, so I would always either be playing at a friend's place, or I'd be playing... I played a lot of Sonic 2 with a friend at, I want to say, like, was it Ontario Science Center? I
don't know.
They may have had a Genesis set up there at, like, a summer camp kind of thing.
I don't remember that ever. Oh, God.
So basically, this Let's Play is going to be you dominating this entire thing as Sonic. While I like
dominating is a strong word.
Well, in comparison to me, where I am poorly keeping up with anything and barely on screen.
The thing is, platformers aren't quite my forte. So even though I'm familiar with this, I will just make dumb mistakes. I'm just throwing that out there right now.
All right, but you will play a Sonic game way better than I will.
Okay, I can accept that,
regardless of platformer or not. Unless it's Sonic All-Star Racing Transform, then I will completely destroy you.
I'll let you have that.
It's a great game.
See, look at that. Look at a damn monkey.
It's probably the best Sonic. It is the secret best Sonic game.
There's one of those.
Yeah,
I did like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube a lot.
A lot of people are really split on that, but I did enjoy my time with Battle.
Well, frankly, I stayed for the Chow.
Right, yeah. Especially if you had,
gotta get the rings.
Sonic Advance for the GBA. That Chow Garden was pretty great.
You see shit like that. Although I think that was just a symptom of Sonic regardless. Like, hey, you're going fast, but watch out.
Yeah, it's kind of like... It handles
Secret-
speed in a kind of... Wait.
Oh, wait.
what?
No, never mind. I couldn't get through. Never mind. I can't remember how to get in there.
So,
Yeah,
was Sonic 2 the first one with the spin dash?
Yes. You could do this in the first game, and that was it. You could not charge up. I don't know what the logic is of a fox doing that, but whatever. Because, you know, at least hedgehogs actually roll into balls.
Hey, I did something.
Yep. You can totally do stuff. You can drown,
Okay.
and your character will fall off screen, and then he'll be back later, but you'll totally die. Just so you know.
All right.
It was around the time of Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles where Tails actually got useful. Like, if you were playing it, you could play as him just as you are now. But something you could do is you could actually fly for a limited time. He'd get tired. And Sonic could grab onto his hands so you could lift him up to ledges. And I believe you could only really do that if someone was playing as Tails.
Alright.
So it wasn't a necessary mechanic, but it was a neat little thing you could do. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you behind.
Oh, I don't mind. I am constantly... Oh my god, this is one of the most disorienting experiences I've ever had in a game. So I'm like, wait a minute, the screen is just...
Oh boy.
What are you doing there? What are you doing
I'm
there?
just stuck on a slight curve, so I'm still in a ball. Every time I get there, that hits me. That's just my life. I always had mixed feelings about this level. I like its design, like, aesthetically. I like the music, but it's also a water level, and that's balls.
Oh, right.
Although I don't think this act has any... Well, it's not really water, it's pink and chemically. But it's totally fine to sit in it, don't worry. You will not get hedgehog cancer. Or fox cancer. It's fine, just submerge yourself in it. It's great. They're actually... Because you could connect this game to Sonic and Knuckles as well, which basically just allows you to play this game as Knuckles. And it was always really weird, because... The final boss is nearly impossible to beat as Knuckles. And there are also free men in this level that you can only get playing as Knuckles.
Huh.
Like, there are 3 towers where you can just climb up and then glide to one over and over and then get a bunch of free men. And I don't know if they're in this version of the game or if they're there and just impossible to reach. I don't know.
You're talking about lives, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
free men. Sorry, yeah.
I very rarely hear the term free men nowadays.
The old names are all coming back to me. Sorry. It's like, oh, I got another guy. I got a free man. I guess that harkens back to the arcade days where it's like, hey, it's free, so you don't have to pay to continue. No, you cannot land. I always see sections of areas too, like I'm just following the same familiar paths I always used to follow. Because I'm seeing things through those tubes, it's like, I'm not sure I've ever been there. See, this is the thing, Sonic don't want to stop. You just gotta keep waiting. I could jump down that tube if I wanted, but I'm not gonna do that to you.
I'm really fascinated.
Oh, jump down the hole!
Oh, I missed. I missed.
And then just didn't try?
I'm kind of interested in just watching you play through this game.
Why?
Because it's like, oh, like 90% of the time.
I don't wanna.
I'm
not doing it. I'm going to stop having fun if I try to hit it. Land. Oh, you're not landing. Oh, at least I just lost my shield. I hate those spiders.
90% of the time, I'm like not even on screen.
Well, at least you're
dead.
having. Oh no. Oh no.
Dead.
God damn. I don't even recognize this place. What is... Oh, God. You see, it's a water level.
Oh, we have no rings.
Conceptually, it's a fucking water level.
If I get hit, will we lose the rings? Oh,
no, you just get hurt and jump and whatever. It's fine. Nobody cares about Tails. Oh, good. This part.
You know what the really funny thing about this is for me?
Oh, God, this is fun.
Oh no.
See what I mean? At first it's like, oh, look at all that platforming I'm doing. I'm doing a great job, and then down.
Uh-oh. I made a mistake.
Drowning in this game was nerve-wracking, by the way. Because it basically starts the Jaws theme. And I couldn't handle that as a kid. But I really think it gave me some fortitude. Oh, come on!
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. It sounds like you're gonna get the drowning music in a minute. See what I mean? Water levels are bullshit. Especially as Sonic. Can I swim? No. I can miraculously run in water. That's good. You're gonna get the scary music in a minute. This was nerve-wracking as a kid.
The really funny thing about this whole thing to me
What's that?
is that, so have you played Sonic Generations?
No, I have not.
Well, if you are,
This is the second level, isn't it?
Sonic Generations.
Oh, for the
Oh my
love of God! You know what? I really hope you just edit past this a little bit because it is actually excruciating. I am dying right now inside. My soul is becoming rot.
Oh my goodness. So Sonic Generations.
It's a running game. Don't you want to do this platforming over the water? Oh my God! Cats will eat your children.
This may be the best content we've ever made.
No, there's no way this is the best content we've ever made. This is by far the worst thing I've ever done in my life. It's like, oh, I remember being a kid and panicking here. Jesus.
You made it though. You made it.
Oh, on the edge of their seats watching me do this for a third time. Oh,
What
maybe
the hell?
I'll miss.
I didn't even control that jump. Its tails just jumped and missed.
Maybe I'll miss this. Okay, remember the panels fall. This is a bullshit part. Whoever designed this, I hope, got a toothpick shoved in their urethra. I'm serious. Like, I hate it so much. Look at this is how you're supposed to play the game and you're making me do shit like that. I think that's literally just a death pit though. Like if you fall down there you just die. So that's good. Instead of making me experience that over and over again in my own personal hell. I literally just died, see? Sonic is a bitch who can't swim. Okay, so we got some rings. We got a boss coming up. This is like it goes from easy boss to this one's really annoying just because of the water in those panels. He's gonna drop hard water or something. Oh god. Be careful with that because when he's flashing, I just go right through him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you get him. We did it.
We did it.
You can die here still because of those freaking panels. You wanna do it?
I did a thing. I did a thing.
Save some eagles and bunnies. That's the first two stages done. Look at us
If
go.
his tail wags behind him, does that mean that he's rotating sideways?
Don't ask questions.